It's January 26th, 2020. Today's the day Kobe Bryant passed away. I want to start out by sending my condolences to Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and everyone else impacted in this incident. I don't even fully know all the details at this time, but I did. After spending a whole day of thinking about this and being devastated, here in California, I can tell you there's nothing more that you will see anywhere, on any street, in any cafe, anywhere other than Kobe Bryant passed away and everyone being devastated. But with that being said, everybody's going to share that he was one of the greatest basketball players, if not the best basketball player. All of his stats, everything is done. Great businessman. But to me, what Kobe Bryant meant to me was he was probably the only superstar ever outside of soccer, that was an ambassador for the game of soccer. You just have to understand, he was always carrying the flag for soccer. In the United States, it always wasn't that way. I just want to say my thank you to him. Growing up, in 1996, when he was drafted as a 17-year-old kid going to the NBA, at that point in time, soccer was a joke in the United States. It wasn't even respected on TV. I mean, kids would tell you when you're playing it, oh, soccer's the weak game. And those of you who are not from the United States hearing this, trust me, it sucked. Always hearing people, clown your game because they didn't know anything about it, because they didn't even see it. But when Kobe spoke and gave a lot of credit about his skills due to the fact that he saw the game growing up in Italy, it made a difference. It made a difference for the general populace. It made the public understood. You have to understand, back when he was coming into the game, before he was speaking about it, I mean, as a history lesson in the United States, you'd go on ESPN, and broadcasters who weren't any ex-superstars, they weren't even ex-players, would make cheeky little comments throughout the highlights of soccer, right? It was extremely annoying. Kobe carried that flag for soccer and how great of a game it was. He always pushed that. He always respected it. His favorite team was FC Barcelona. His favorite player was Messi. He always spoke about that. He made it cool. He made it cool for kids to play soccer. Those of you in the rest of the world, football. He made it cool. Today when I found out, I was coaching my son's game earlier this morning, and as soon as the game ended, this kid ran up to me, an older brother of one of the kids on the team. Did you know Kobe passed away? He was devastated. Then I continued to walk my way out of the little arena hallway. Everybody was devastated. That was the first thing anyone said. Nothing to do about our game, because that's the impact he had in the United States. That's what he did for the game. Kobe Bryant gave a lot of credit to soccer for his style of play. He once quoted, I think it was on Laker Nation website, talking about how when he came into basketball, it was all about ones and twos, picks and rolls, one throw, another pass, here, shoot. But because he understood the game, he was thinking threes and fours, 1, 2, 3, 4. He was thinking in triangles. One of the best basketball teams of all time, a 3-peat national championship team, NBA champions 3 times, led by Phil Jackson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant, played a triangle offense. That's 3, and it was revolutionary. Think about it. Something that is natural in soccer was revolutionary in basketball. 3 passes. Always give yourself 2 options. 3-peat champions. So, while a lot of people are going to talk about all his accomplishments and his daughter's accomplishments in this scenario, I did want to take a moment to say, on top of everything else, on top of the condolences, the love that everyone shares for him, the grief that we hope that passes by as soft as possible, I did want to say, for those of you who enjoy the game of football or soccer, United States soccer owes Kobe Bryant a great deal of gratitude, for he was one of the greatest ambassadors for the game of soccer in the world. He spent time in other countries. He spent time in FC Barcelona in Spain. He went over to Brazil with those players. He spent a lot of time back in Italy with Roma and AC Milan, and he spent a lot of time building that. Spent time at PSG with Neymar and Mbappe. He stayed. He was a tireless worker, and he made sure that everything he did was to the max. He wanted everything. But the most important thing he did in my life as a random nobody was he spoke the truth about the game of soccer, and he made people listen. He made football players respect it. He made baseball players respect it. He made basketball players watch games to see if they could learn something new. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I know you're never going to hear this, and I know that nobody probably will ever understand what you have done for the game as much as I want them to. But thank you for everything you've done. It was a pleasure watching you on the court. It was a pleasure watching you in everything you did. God bless. Rest in peace.